Oh, there we go. All right, should we just start it?
Yes, please.
So get closer to the microphones and sing without anything but passion for your university. Here it goes.
Did you guys get that slide added back in?
Why is it doing that? I'm trying to go to the next slide. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's not how you perform something. So the composer for this tune was Jerry Billick, who we actually met in our section over Skype, which is pretty cool. He attended the Interlochen Arts Academy, and he studied with Tibor Surly, a student of Bela Bartok at the University of Michigan. He was also the vice president of creative development for Disney on Ice.
The purpose of the piece was to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the University of Michigan. It started with the lyrics, and then they made a song, and then we had a Skype meeting.
All right, so the lyricist for this was Hazen Schumacher or something along those lines. He was a member of the United States Coast Guard for 13 months near the end of World War II, and in 1950 he worked at the newly launched University of Michigan television office and eventually was like the leader of it. But before that, he received 2 degrees from the University of Michigan, a Bachelor of Political Science, and a Master's in Speech. And he was a radio broadcaster who hosted the popular show Jazz Revisited on NPR and Michigan radio for 30 years.
So performance history. So this was written, as we covered, in 1966, and it was written for the Glee Club and the marching band. And in 1980, it was performed by the Women's Glee Club. You'll see a picture in a second from their program. And it was also recorded on the album Vintage Jazz by the Easy Street Jazz Band. And those recordings are from 2005 and 2006.
Here's a newspaper article from the year 1966 of talking about what we just talked about. But some cool stuff. I'm going to go back to the back slide a little bit. Just how the song itself transitioned between, being a marching band song and a Glee Club song to, transitioning to a jazz big band chart. And it shows the evolution through time because it was written as, this patriotic song, but then it was repurposed for other type of performances throughout music and stuff, which I think is really, really interesting, just to show contextually how it evolved.
Hello. So we had the content and context, and basically this was written and commissioned for the sesquicentennial, which is the 150th year or anniversary of the founding of the university. So talk more about that.
At the same time that the sesquicentennial was going on, the United States was in the Vietnam War, and during these years, teach-ins were being organized at the university, and they were well attended by as many as 3,000 students. And ideas about ending the Vietnam War and protesting it were spreading quickly.
So the song starts by referencing the founding of the university, and it was founded in 1817, as he said, in the wilderness of Detroit, and this was actually 20 years before the territory became a state. And then the university moved to Ann Arbor in 1837.
To kind of go deeper into looking at the lyrics, there's a lot of kind of metaphorical language here, some symbolism that he tries to go in. To be completely straightforward, a lot of it isn't referencing specific things. It does reference the original founding of the university, but in general, a lot of the language that's used here is kind of just trying to stir up this kind of honorable feeling of appreciation for the university, and especially in this kind of time of adversity that they were dealing with the war. You can kind of see in a lot of the words that he uses, he's trying to kind of unite everyone with the language that Shoemaker was using. And if you listen to the melody of it as well, you can tell that Billick is going for a very triumphant and something that you're really supposed to belt out and sing together as you heard from us. Yeah. So yeah, I know. All right, and that's Hero.